Let's be honest. Everyone wants to speak English fluently. That's the goal, right? You want to understand people easily, answer without thinking too much, and just enjoy conversations without fear. But fluency doesn't come from studying grammar books all day. It doesn't come from reading vocabulary lists. It comes from one simple thing: practice. And not just any practice, daily practice. Speaking English every single day. Even just a little bit. If you're serious about speaking fluently, then this video is for you. But before we get into it, do us a quick favor. If you're new here or haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and give this video a like. We make daily videos just like this to help you become the confident English speaker you want to be. So don't miss out. Now, let's talk about why speaking English every day really changes everything. First of all, let's kill the biggest myth. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country to become fluent. You don't need to take expensive courses. What you need, more than anything, is consistency. You need to make English a daily part of your life. Even if it's just 10 minutes. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth once a week, right? You do it every day. Not because it's exciting, but because it's necessary. That's how you keep your teeth healthy. And that's how you keep your English alive. Use it or lose it. It's really that simple. When you speak every day, you teach your brain that English matters. You're telling your mind, this language is important. I want to use it. And your brain listens. It starts to organize information better. It starts to remember more. You begin to think in English, not just translate. Daily speaking also builds confidence. A lot of learners feel nervous when they speak. That's normal. But here's something powerful. If you speak every day, your fear gets smaller. You get used to hearing your own voice in English. You stop judging yourself so much. You start to enjoy it. And slowly, without even realizing it, you become more confident. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I don't have anyone to talk to every day. That's okay. You don't need another person to practice speaking. You can talk to yourself. Yes, really. You can describe what you're doing while you do it. I'm making breakfast. I'm cutting vegetables. I'm boiling water. You can talk about your day before bed. Today I worked a lot. I was tired, but I finished my project. These little moments matter. Speaking alone is still speaking. In fact, speaking alone can be even more useful sometimes. Because there's no pressure. No one is listening. You can take your time. You can repeat sentences. You can make mistakes freely. That's the best kind of practice, honest, relaxed, regular. Also, when you speak daily, your pronunciation gets better. Your mouth and tongue learn how to move in English. At first, it might feel strange. English sounds are different. But the more you speak, the easier it becomes. Your brain connects sound with movement. You begin to sound more natural, not because you're trying hard, but because you're practicing often. Let's talk about memory. When you speak English every day, you remember more. Because you're using the words in real time. Not just reading them. Not just writing them. But saying them. And when you say something out loud, your brain remembers it better. You don't just know the word, you own it. Now, some learners say, but I don't know enough words to speak every day. That's the wrong way to think. You don't speak because you know all the words. You learn the words because you speak. Fluency is not about knowing everything. It's about using what you know every day in different ways. Even simple words can express big ideas. You don't need fancy vocabulary. You need brave vocabulary, the words you're not afraid to use. And here's another truth. Speaking every day helps your listening too. Because speaking trains your ears. When you say something, you also hear it. You become more sensitive to rhythm, to tone, to natural patterns. You start to recognize phrases in real conversations because your brain has heard them before, from your own voice. Also, daily speaking helps you think faster. Many learners hesitate because they think in their native language and then translate. That takes time. But when you speak every day, your brain starts to switch. You begin to think directly in English. You don't need to translate anymore. And that's when fluency really begins. Here's something interesting. Speaking every day builds not just your language, but your identity. You start to feel like a person who can speak English. You stop saying, "I'm trying to learn," and start saying, "I speak English." That mental shift changes everything. You stop waiting for fluency and start living it. Now let's be clear, daily speaking doesn't mean long conversations every day. It can be short. 5 minutes is enough. What matters is not how long you speak, it's how often. A short daily habit is more powerful than a long weekly session. It's about repetition, routine, rhythm. Here's a challenge for you. Starting today, speak English out loud for 5 minutes every day. Choose a topic. Set a timer. Don't stop. Don't correct. Just speak. Do this for 1 week. Then 2. Then 3. By the end of a month, you'll feel something change. You'll feel more relaxed, more in control, more fluent. You can also record yourself. Not to judge, but to listen and learn. Notice your voice. Notice the parts that feel strong and the parts that feel weak. Try again the next day. Improve one small thing. This process builds real confidence. Not fake, not forced. And don't forget about variety. Don't always talk about the same thing. Each day, try a new topic. Talk about your past, your future, your opinions, your dreams, your favorite food, your childhood memories, your plans for the weekend. This keeps things interesting and helps you grow in different directions. Now, one important warning. Don't stop because you miss a day. Life happens. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we're tired. That's okay. What matters is that you come back. You continue. One missed day doesn't destroy your progress, but quitting does. So keep going, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Let's also be honest. Sometimes you'll feel bored. That's normal. Habits are not always exciting, but they are powerful. Fluency comes from showing up again and again, even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates successful learners from the rest. Not talent, not intelligence, just simple, daily effort. And here's the best part. The more you speak, the more you want to speak. It becomes part of who you are. You start to feel strange if you skip a day. English becomes a part of your voice, your thoughts, your life. So if you want to get fluent, speak every day. Not just when you're in class. Not just when you're with a teacher. Every day by yourself, with a partner, online, offline, while cooking, walking, cleaning, thinking. Make English your daily language, even if it's just for a few minutes. Fluency is not a dream. It's a habit. It's a result. It's something you build, not something you wait for. And you build it one word at a time, one sentence at a time, one day at a time. You already have what it takes. You have the desire. You have the ability. Now all you need is the daily practice. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, today. Speak, and then do it again tomorrow. And before we end, we want to hear from you. Are you ready to speak English every day? What's your biggest challenge? Leave a comment and tell us. We read them all, and your message might inspire another learner too. If this video helped you, please share it with someone who's learning English. Let's grow together. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to tap the bell. We're here every single day helping you speak better, live braver, and reach your goals in English, one word at a time.